some have asked whether or not the United States should have sent someone with a higher profile than the ambassador to France. And I think it's fair to say that we should have sent someone with a higher profile to be there.
CNN senior political correspondent Brianna Keeler joins me now from Washington. And Brianna, you covered the White House for quite a while before your current post. And when you heard, Josh Earnest say, essentially, our bad, we should have sent someone higher profile, you don't often hear that.
You don't often hear that. This White House just admitting that they messed up. You don't hear that from this White House. Quite frankly, you don't hear that from many White Houses. So this was a very big deal to see this, and I think it reflected that in retrospect, they realized this was not really the right decision. We'd heard from Secretary of State John Kerry that a lot of this criticism of President Obama or a higher level official not going was quibbling. Well, the fact that Josh Earnest came out today and said what he said tells you that they realize now it's not just about quibbling. And I think part of the reason, while they're not being very clear at the White House about what the issue was, they cite security, but at the same time, you look at who was there, Brooke, and you had Mahmoud Abbas, you had
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yes, and the security concerns for these leaders of the Palestinian Authority and of Israel are huge. So that kind of, I think, pushes that argument to the side. I think there are a couple of things going on here. One, President Obama, while he obviously does things to deal with terrorism, this isn't the issue that he wants to be fully front and center out there with, I think is fair to say. And then I think the really big thing here is a style issue, that this is an example of this president maybe not being comfortable at times making overtures that would be automatic to other world leaders or other politicians. I think they're, the idea of just showing up to something like this, and it's true, you heard the White House say this, it kind of came together sort of last minute, but it also shows you the first instinct wasn't to go.